This is Kevin Ward. Welcome to Kevin at 7 on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Today we're going to be talking about what is your Dream 100? What does that mean? How do you build a Dream 100? Now, just to tell you real quickly what a Dream 100 is a Dream 100 is 100 people that refer you or give you at least one deal a year as a real estate agent. One deal a year from 100 people. That's 100 deals. How sweet would that be? So today we're going to talk about what is your Dream 100, how to create your Dream 100. And I'm telling you, it'll change everything in your business. And that's where my agents that are making over $500,000 a year, up to 7 figures, this is how they're doing it. It is the Dream 100. And the beauty of it is it's profitable. The beauty of it is you're not spending all your money on marketing. So good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's Kevin at 7. As you come on, make sure you give the post a thumbs up. Tell me where you are. Hey, Tom from Gulf Breeze, Florida. Good morning. Tiago Branco, I think it says from Portugal, from Portugal. Wow, Portugal. Carla from Las Vegas. Good morning. Welcome. As you come on, tell me where you are in the world. Make sure you give the post thumbs up, hearts. I love hearts because I'm a lover and a fighter. So I like hearts. I like fists. You know, preferably not fists in the face. It's a fist bump. Good morning from Boston, Layla. It looks like Layla. I think it's Layla, if I read it right. Good morning, Kathleen from Riverside. Eric Chernick from Phoenix, Arizona. I think I missed some of you guys. Waylon from Colorado Springs. Good morning. Welcome. It's a beautiful day. It is a gorgeous day. I've got all these Instagram things keep popping up. I got to fix that on my notifications. Good morning, Roseanne from Boca T. I'm not sure what Boca T is. Good morning, Robbie from Redmond, Washington. Good to see all of you guys. All right. We got enough people on here. We're just going to rock and roll this out. Good morning, Svet. How's it going? Svet, tell everybody where you are. Let everybody know where you're coming from as you come on. Thanks for the thumbs up. What is your Dream 100? Why should you have a Dream 100? Here's the deal, guys. When I started real estate, I didn't know anybody. I had lived in Vernon, Texas for 7 years. I've never been, other than college, I'd never lived in a town of over 12,000 people. I'm a small town country boy that grew up on a farm in West Texas where it was, it was 3 miles, a mile and a half to pavement. From the house, the mobile home that I grew up in, it was a mile and a half to pavement. And so I grew up in little towns, totally introvert, totally shy, didn't ever talk to anybody. And Leela. Okay, cool. Leela, good. Good to see you. Hey, Eric from Rhode Island. Good morning, everybody. As you come on, make sure you tell us where you are in the world. Zvet from Toronto. Thanks for posting where you are. Dream 100. So here I am growing up, small country boy. And then when I decided to get into real estate, hey, Steve from Scottsdale. Good morning, Jim from Oxnard. When I decided to get into real estate, I knew where I was living, it wasn't going to work because there was only 12,000 people. It was too small. Good morning, Sharon from Vancouver, British Columbia. Good morning. So I was moving to the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So, you know, from 12,000 people to like 4 million or 5 million back then. Good morning, Philip from Miami, Jesse from San Francisco. Good to see you, my friend. So I didn't know anybody. First day of training, when I got to my Century 21 office, they said, make a list of a database, a list of all the people you know. Back then, it really wasn't a database because people didn't use computers that much. It's kind of crazy. Make a list of all the people you know, and you're going to call them and send them postcards. Well, I made the list of all the people I knew, and there were 6. And Robbie and Linda Holder was one. And then there was another guy named Dwayne and his wife. I can't remember her name. And then there was this young couple that I had that were Robbie and Linda's son and daughter and son-in-law. And then there was Uncle Foy, who was a Century 21 broker, and his 2 oldest daughters, Debbie and Sherry. That was my 6 people in my 6 couples, 6 families in my entire personal circle. Well, Uncle Foy had his side of the family covered, right? Because him and his daughters, I figure if they ever needed a real estate agent, it wasn't going to be me. It was going to be him. So I had 3 couples. By the way, of the 3, one of them made me over $100,000 from referrals over my 7 years in real estate in Dallas Fort Worth. They were my second $100,000 client, which means one client, $100,000 from their business, from them. They bought their first house with me. They listed it and sold it. They bought their second house with me. Their parents used me, their friends, they referred me to their minister, their youth minister. I mean, everybody, they referred me to all kinds of people, and I got a ton of deals from them. And that was sweet. The other two couples never used me at all, except Dwayne and his wife. They used me big time. I went out and showed them a lot of houses because they were personal friends. And then they bought a new house from a builder and cut me out. So that was not a really good experience. But I didn't spend any time focusing on my personal circle. I didn't spend any time focusing on those people that I knew. I was off after for sale by owners and expires chasing the next deal. Okay. If you have ever missed a deal from somebody that you knew, somebody you know in your personal circle, you knew them and you found out later after the fact that they had already bought or sold the house and used somebody else. If that's ever happened to you, let me see some sad faces, some mad faces, some shocked faces, some laughter faces. Let me see you react, or you can just post, that's me. If that happened, if you're on YouTube, just post, that's me. That's happened to me. Has that ever happened? Good morning, Gennady from Philly. I do not, man, I'm getting names I don't even know how to pronounce today. It's Gennady. I don't know if it's Gennady or Gennady. I don't know. Cool. Well, however you say your name, I'm excited to have you on this morning. Has this happened to you? Yes, I see it. Okay, cool. That's happened to a lot of us. All right. Gennady, really? But that's such a great way to tell people how to pronounce your name, Gennady. So I'm assuming it's Gennady. Am I getting it right? Gennady? All right. Good morning from Pearland. Julian, I guess that's Pearland, Texas. Where would that be? Pearland. Yeah, Francisco happened to me. It's happened. If you've been in real estate for a while, it's happened to almost all of us. And I'm like, you know what? That should never happen if you know how to build your personal circle and so forth. What I did was I spent all my days, because mine was so small, I didn't value it. And so I spent all my days chasing new deals, chasing the immediate business. And I lost so much business because I never really built those relationships intentionally. And this one couple, the one young couple, that they gave me business without me ever calling them. I never asked them. I never did anything. And I'm like, how many people would have given me business if I had asked? And so when I finally figured this out, that I was losing deals from people that I knew that should be like handoffs, they're slam dunks. These people are going to use me if I just stay in touch with them. If they don't think about you, they're not going to use you. They're not going to use you, and they're not going to refer you. If they don't remember you, if they don't know you're still in the business, you don't communicate with them. And so I realized, you know what? I need to really focus on this personal circle thing. And once I started doing that, I started realizing that there was some big money there, and I didn't get rejection. Not if I talked to them, not if I stayed in touch with them. If I didn't stay in touch with them, didn't work because they didn't think of me. And then I was mad, and then I was going like, why didn't you refer me? And they go like, well, I didn't think about you because you never talked to me. I mean, they don't say that, but you know what I'm talking about. And so when I realized that this is where the magic is, and I started teaching this and training and coaching this to my agents, it started making a huge difference because it's getting harder and harder to connect with strangers. We're in a world right now that is so distrustful. The trust level in America is the lowest it's ever been. And with the political turmoil of the last 2 or 3 years, and just the tribalism that's taken over that, trust has even dropped lower, because now you can't disagree and still like each other. If somebody disagrees with you politically, they're an asshole. They're an idiot. They should be killed. I mean, the kind of rhetoric that is happening in our world today is mind numbing. And so connecting with people that you don't know gets harder because they don't trust people. So how do you build, what if you took and said, you know what, I'm going to build relationships with people that know me, like me, and trust me. And I'm going to create from that a word of mouth marketing team. Now, who's going to be in that group? I don't know. You can't decide. They get to decide. You decide. The way it works out is you talk to them, and if they get excited about your business and you ask them, hey, I need your help. I've set a goal to help 20 people this summer who are looking to either buy or sell or invest in real estate. And I was wondering who you've talked to recently that I can help. And they go like, you know what? I don't know anybody right now, but when I find somebody, I will call you, man. I'm always looking for business for you. When you get a conversation going like that, that is a person that may qualify for your Dream 100. And your Dream 100 is what we call in the real estate vortex, what I call in Yes Masters, we call your A team. It is the people that love you and want to give you business. They want to help you. And they will. If you're serious, if you're committed, if you're great at what you do, people want to, and they like you, they want to refer business to you. So what if you spent your focus on building that group? See, a lot of us, we spend all of our focus trying to find strangers that don't know us. Why? Because our past is so messed up. We're afraid that people that know us, know our past, won't use us. Clean it up, baby. Get pro, get committed, go pro, and people will refer you and use you. So focus on building the relationships. Now, here's why I came up with the idea of a Dream 100. There's in internet marketing, there is this concept called the Dream 100. But for real estate agents, a Dream 100 is 100 people that would give you one deal a year. They're buying or selling, they're investors, so they do one or more deals with you every year, or they refer people to you because they just like you and they're maybe out and about, or maybe they're a vendor in the real estate space. And so they always can be worth one deal on average, one deal a year. That's a Dream 100. I got the idea from a story in this book, The Millionaire Real Estate Agent. If you have a copy of this book, say, I got one. If you got a copy of it, or just go put in hashtag MREA, Millionaire Real Estate Agent by Gary Keller. This book is the classic in the real estate space. Now, if I'm going to tell you this, you should have two books as a real estate agent. You should have this one and you should have this one, the Book of Yes. This one and this one. These two books right here. This is the two books that I think are pivotal. This tells you how to have conversations with people, what to say and how to say it. This tells you how to build up business. Okay. And this book is freaking amazing. It's a lot of it's theoretical because it talks about taking you from brand new to building a 7-figure residual income or a 7-figure business and having a mega team. So you're not going to apply, all this is not going to apply to you. But if you got a copy of this book, just put in MREA, hashtag MREA. Cool. Yep. Yeah. Gary Keller is a genius, not just because he wrote this book. He is a leadership genius. The guy has had a greater impact in the real estate industry than anybody that I think he's ever been given credit for. So this book. Now, what I want you to do after the thing today, after the live stream, is I want you to go to, if you got the edition I have, go to page 326, and I want you to read the story about this gal right here, Cristina Martinez, right here from San Jose. She is the one I got this idea from. In the back of the book, Gary Keller does profiles of the agents, the millionaire real estate agents that he interviewed for the book, where he created the frameworks and all of this. So in this book, there's a story about her business. She talks about how she did it. Now listen to this. I'm just going to share with you a part of this because this, my friends, would change everything in your business. Now, here's the reason we don't do it. It doesn't happen today. You got to build this. But look, the next 2 years is going to pass. If you did this, if you did what she did, in 2 years, you could be making over $1 million a year as a real estate agent if you're willing to build it. This is what the real estate vortex that I teach, the real estate vortex training camp, is all about. As we teach you how to do what she did, to do it in 24 to 36 months, so you literally have a 7-figure income. All right, here's what she did. She just said, number one, I have a very high work ethic. Number two, I have integrity, and so forth. I have systems that work for me. Now, just to give you an idea, in 2001, the year that she was interviewed for this book. So 2001 is a while back, but in 2001, she did 240 deals. 240 deals in 2001. And she was interviewed in 2002. So this was her last year's production. 240 deals, 136 million in sales volume, 4.08 million, over $4 million in GCI in commissions. I think I should pay attention to this lady, right? Here's what she does. She says, I'm not going to go into all that. She says, here's how I do make $4 billion a year. She says, one, I work only 4 days a week. What? You work how many days a week? 4. She works 4 days a week. She said, I work only 4 days a week. I average about 10 sales a week. 4 days, 10 sales. It's probably better than most of you watching this. So here's what's next. Awesome, Kathleen. I'm looking forward. Make sure when you get to the event, to Real Estate Vortex Training Camp, that you come introduce yourself, because I like to see my people that join me live every day. You can go to realestatevortex.com to get tickets to come to Real Estate Vortex Training Camp. I'm telling you guys, this is where we're going to teach you how to do this. She says, I work 4 days a week. I average 10 sales a week. Okay, here's what she does. She says, my business comes 70% from repeat and referral from her personal circle. Now listen to this. She talks to her personal circle. Here's what she does. Here's how she gets her business. I just call. That's it. I just call. I have a schedule. I follow. She follows a schedule. Figure that. The first hour, I call 5 clients, 5 people in her personal circle. Every day, in 1 hour, she calls 5 of them. The second hour, I just do lead follow-up, and the rest of the day is appointments and contract negotiation. For her, 1 hour prospecting, 1 hour of lead follow-up. Now, she does that because she's got a Dream 100, which I'm going to get to in a minute. She has a Dream 100. So she only talks to 100 people. Every day, she talks to 5 of them. For 1 hour, talks to 5, and then the next hour, she's doing lead follow-up, and then she's going on listing appointments and negotiating contracts the rest of the day. That's how she made $4 million a year. Now, watch this. Last year, I did 300 deals, but I worked with only 100 people. 100 people. Now, a lot of them, she says, are real estate investors. I actually average multiple deals per person. I turn my past clients into investors. I create a dream for them. I change their financial destiny. Now, here's the beauty of what she did. She took 100 people and she found her best clients that were giving her repeat and referral business, a lot of them by becoming investors. And that's all she personally works with. She had a team that would do other lead generation, like for sale by owners and expireds, and all she did was listing appointments and then negotiate contracts. But her personal prospecting was a Dream 100. She said, I just call. I talk to 5 a day. Now, if you have 100 people and you talk to 5 of them a day, 4 days a week, every week, how many did she talk to? 20. That's it. Talk 4 days a week, 5 people. She talks to 20 people a week, all A-teamers. Every 5 weeks, she's talking to them again. Kind of crazy, right? She's talking to these people every single month. Now, if you have a database and you started calling them every single month, half of them would, it would drive them crazy. They don't want you to call them every month, right? Because they're not A-teamers. But your A-teamers are the people who are always looking for business for you, always eyes open for referral, or they're looking to buy or sell this year, or they are investors. You build an A-team with people like that, and you get 100 of them. That's 100 deals a year in any market. That's over $500,000 in almost any market. That's going to be over $500,000 a year. In a lot of markets, that's $1 million a year just from 100 people. Now, guys, I'm seeing all of this marketing and all these marketing companies out there saying, man, we'll help you generate 1,000 leads a month, 1,500 leads a month. We'll generate it for you 30 leads a day. You don't need 30 freaking leads a day, my friend. You get 30 leads a day. You're getting 10,000 leads a year. They're not leads. They're prospects. They're just people. Most of them aren't going to do anything. How are you going to manage 10,000 relationships 12 months from now? You're not. You're going to put them on automated drip systems and so forth, and maybe one, and you're hoping that 1 out of 100 of them will use you, and it just doesn't work that way. What if you focus on the relationships? Focus on the ones that you can help. And stop worrying about 40 leads a day. Build relationships. Every time you get a deal, that client can be worth for you 2 or 3 more deals this year if you build this. And every time you're out prospecting and talking to people, I'm not just interested in the deal. I'm interested in the relationship. Is this a person that I connect with? Is this a person I can build a relationship with? And I'm telling you, if you'll do that and you build the systems around that, building a Dream 100, and you build all your systems around it. And there's systems for what to do with the people that aren't quite qualified for your Dream 100. That's your B team and your C team. There's systems for all of that in the Vortex. But putting that together in 24 to 36 months, you can have a 7-figure income. Now, most agents won't do it because most agents aren't willing to do the unsexy work of actually building relationships and spending an hour a day talking to an A team. But if you'll do it, it will change everything for you. I'm telling you guys, stop focusing on the big numbers and start focusing on the quality. Focus on the relationship, on the people that will give it over. If you guys are following this making sense, give me some thumbs up. I've got a start to car here. 90% of, I'm just seeing a comment here on the face on YouTube. Most 90% of real estate agents are crap and always looking for quick buck and worse customer service. And because of them, people think everyone is the same. Absolutely, guys. That is the industry. And it's not just your town, Mr. Start to Car. Cool YouTube channel name. It's not just your town, it's every town. Remember the joke about 98% of the lawyers give the rest a bad name. And maybe you're too early for somebody for that. 90% of the realtors give the best 90% of the realtors give the rest a bad name, because 90% of them out there are amateurs. They don't treat their job like an elite pro. And I'm telling you guys, that is who I want to work with. If you want to be an amateur and you're just looking for a quick buck or just looking for the next deal, I am not the coach for you. I'm telling you, you just aren't going to enjoy working with me. I work with people that want to add, they want to make money, have a life, and give great customer service and client service and give great results to their clients and build a business that actually lets you make money and have a life. And the Real Estate Vortex is the model. This was one of the, this story about Christina Martinez in this book was one of the inspirations for creating the Real Estate Vortex, was just that idea. Because I'm like, I never built my business that way. I built my business chasing the next deal. And this changes everything. All right, guys, thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the hearts. I hope you like this. Make sure you give the post a thumbs up. The YouTube video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, guys. Comment. If you have any comments, questions, love it. Thanks for your time. Have an awesome day. Play to win. Build your Dream 100 and always expect yes.